I'm always delighted to be with Saul News. This has been such a leader in the conservative movement and the Republican Party.
This is the Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for April 19th, 2024. The Hill reports, Senate dismisses Mayorkas' impeachment without trial. The Senate voted on Wednesday to dismiss 2 articles of impeachment against Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, shutting down the possibility of a lengthy Senate trial, which Republicans had demanded to bring attention to the Biden administration's record on immigration and border security. It marked the first time in 225 years that the Senate voted to immediately dismiss impeachment charges approved by the House instead of holding a floor trial or referring the matter to a special committee to review it. The Senate voted to dismiss the charges by sustaining 2 points of order raised by Senator Chuck Schumer, asserting that they did not rise to the level of a high crime or misdemeanor as required by the Constitution. Politico reports, Biden's campaign spending quadrupled in March. President Joe Biden's campaign ramped up spending aggressively in March, flexing his cash advantage over former President Donald Trump with massive media buys. Biden's campaign spent $29.2 million in March alone, according to campaign finance records filed on Monday. That's more than 4 times the amount he spent in the previous month when he dropped about $6.3 million. His campaign ended the month with $85 million cash on hand. Biden's campaign also continued to staff up through March, adding about 50 staffers to its payroll over the course of the month. Payroll was the campaign's largest expense category after media buys, with $2.3 million spent in March. And finally, Red State reports, Hispanic voters heading for the exits on Democrats in a big way and heading for Trump and GOP. A recent New York Times Siena College poll has Donald Trump pulling in 41% of Hispanic voters to Joe Biden's 50%. A recent Ipsos poll only makes the bad news worse for Democrats. Since Joe Biden took office in 2021, Trump has gained 29 points among Hispanic voters. When it comes to handling the economy, Trump is the winner hands down with a 22-point lead on Biden, and Trump leads Biden by 11 points on who Hispanic voters think can reduce crime. And Hispanic voters are not alone. Black and Asian voters who have traditionally voted Democrat are looking for an alternative as well. Democrats may be looking at the least amount of influence they have had among those communities in 60 years. That concludes the Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for April 19th, 2024. For more political news faster, visit saulsnews.com.